So officially starting the semester project, we're going to start with medical terminology and using abbreviations. I want you to read chapters 8 and 9. These are relatively short chapters, about a page, page and a half each on those, with some different components there. As far as the main points that I want you to get, with the medical terminology, obviously we have prefix, root, and suffixes. Within there, if you struggle with a lot of these, you can go back, find any just medical terminology, either textbook or just online component, and you can look those up as well. As far as abbreviations, the main points I want you to get out of this, beyond just looking at the specific abbreviations that you can use within these worksheets, are that first and foremost, it's important that you do have an approved abbreviation and symbols list for your facility there, so that way everyone can look up as kind of a cheat sheet for specific abbreviations. And then they discussed this official do not use list for the Joint Commission that credits hospitals with that. And you can see some of the ones that are on here. And notice that a lot of these are specifically important for their potential for error with that, just to make sure that everything is similar, specifically these trailing zeros or lack of leading zeros. And you could understand specifically with that when you have a decimal point in there, it becomes easy to miss the decimal point, and instead of doing maybe 1.0 milligram, you do 10 milligrams, or instead of doing 0.1 milligrams, you do a whole milligram, aspects like that. So relatively simple with that. There are a few worksheets that I want you to do. Medical terminology worksheet number 1 and number 2. Each worksheet is basically the same two parts. In the first part, you're going to be taking the definition and writing the term. And for part 2, you're going to be taking the term and writing the definition. For the abbreviation worksheet, I want you to do worksheet number 2. We're going to skip worksheet number 1. This is on page 45 through 46. You'll have the abbreviations there. These are from that approved abbreviation list. I want you to write it out into a full sentence there in each translation. After you're done with these, go ahead and take a picture of them, submit them to the assignment, and then after the due date, the answer key will post.